You may be aware that SEBI has come out for grade A vacancies, 62 vacancies for 2024 in the general stream, and the detailed notification for this will be out on 13th of April. Hello everyone, welcome to iExam B, and in this video I am going to talk about SEBI General 2024 vacancies and what can be your day-wise preparation for the subject of finance and economics. So finance and economics are two of the 6 subjects that come in your paper 2. There are various other subjects. The importance of each of the subjects I have discussed in detail one of my videos about SEBI Grade A General, which subject is important in paper 2 and how each has its importance. And for the other 2 important subjects of accounts and costing, Prachi sir, who is a chartered accountant, is discussed in detail how to prepare for these 2 subjects. In this video, let's carry on about the finance and economics. So finance and economics together end up having 16 to 17 questions out of your 50 questions in the SEBI exam, right? So अगर exam pattern में आपको कोई confusion है, I'll request you to go back again and check, right? Paper 2 में आपके 50 questions आते हैं MCQ format में, and finance and economics together end up having around 16 to 17 questions from the topic. Finance का detailed syllabus is given, and as per the syllabus, there are 3 broader segments that you have to study. First is your financial system, second is your financial markets, and third is your generic topics. Financial systems में basically you are focusing on the regulatory bodies in the financial sector. So there are as of now 5 regulatory bodies. There is RBI for the banking and the non-banking segment. There is SEBI for the capital markets, okay, or the financial markets, the large financial markets. Then we have IRDAI for insurance. We have PFRDA for pension, and we have IFSCA for IFSC centers in India. IFSCA का भी अभी notification आया हुआ है. So if you are eligible, you can also check out that notification. That's also very important. So as of now, IFSC and SEBI notification is out. RBI will be coming out very soon. Dates have been discussed by Sushil sir, right? So in regulatory bodies के functions क्या हैं, roles क्या हैं in the financial sector, what they are regulating, who they are regulating, how they are regulating, all these type of things that you have to cover under this. And questions from here, this segment can be very scoring क्योंकि यहाँ पे ज़्यादातर factual information पूछी जाती है, which can be very scoring, and it's an easy topic to study. Next is your financial markets, which consist of all the type of markets that are there, whether related to equity or bonds or money market or forex market. All this have to be covered. Now this is a very important topic for SEBI exam क्योंकि ये इनका major focus area होता है. In this, what do you have to study? Different terminologies related to each of these markets. इनके functions क्या है, various instruments, and the recent developments. And in the general topic, the 2 most important topic here for you are A and B, which is basics of derivatives and your recent developments in the financial sector. Okay, so that is, you remain updated with what SEBI is doing and with what other major regulators are doing in the development of the financial sector. So these are the most critical ones. Financial inclusion summit, these are relatively easy and less asked topics. Inflation आपका economics के साथ overlap भी होता है. That's why I always talk about finance and economics together, right? So the topic E and F is kind of a little overlap with your economics topics also. Now the day-wise strategy, how do we study? Now this topic is relatively easy and can be covered in 1 to 1.5 hours. Okay, if we talk about financial markets, here I would suggest you to spend a little more time because this is the core subject and this can be the focus area for SEBI. Here also getting the basics and concepts in place related to forex, money, bond and equity, including various instruments and the basic concept. I'm not talking about recent developments, but the basic concept. For each you can spend each easily 1.5 to 2 hours, right? And after that another 2 hours I will suggest you to spend on basics of derivatives, and then recent development should be an ongoing exercise where you're dedicating half an hour to 1 hour every day in understanding and getting yourself updated, right? So in a matter of 10 to 12 hours you can cover the entire conceptual understanding of finance. Let's look at the importance of these topics. If I look at the type of topics that have come over the last two recruitment cycles in 20 and 22, the questions have come from topics like NBFC, mutual funds, regulators, market instruments, derivatives, circular news inspired topics. This you will say will fall under recent developments. Market instruments will fall overall under the financial markets topic, right? So like we are talking about instruments over here, so this will be there. Regulators will fall under your first topic. NBFCs will fall under your mostly kind of under your first topic. It will overlap with a little bit of financial markets understanding also. Mutual funds will fall under your financial markets topic and your financial markets separately. Then there were certain generic questions that were asked in the first recruitment cycle 2020 with this kind of a syllabus, but in 22 we did not see generic, but we saw very syllabus focused questions that have been coming. If I talk about the recurrence, then the most important topics for you are market instruments, derivatives and recent developments. Here there is a lot of importance for understanding the SEBI and RBI circulars. That does not mean that you have to read each and every word of the circular, but whatever the development in whichever area that is being there, say for example the latest monetary policy came in and RBI has talked about the UPI and certain changes in those, right? So that is now becoming a news inspired. Maybe they ask you simple factual questions related to what is UPI, who is managing UPI, what is the limit of UPI for investment you can do in IPO. So there with UPI and SEBI come together. So that type of questions can come in place. Therefore it is important to keep reading the updates that SEBI and RBI are coming out with. So here if you spend 10 to 12 hours, you will get good dedicated 12 to 12 hours with good attention. At least all your concepts will be in place, and thereafter you have to focus on revisions. You have to focus on a lot of practice at topic level, chapter level, at overall finance section level. So that has to be done repeatedly to strengthen your concepts and tackling of different types of questions. Let's move to economics. When we're talking about economics, the syllabus is divided into two parts. The part A relates to economic conceptual pure economic understanding, and B part relates to more of a macroeconomics Indian economy type of topics. So here if I say again in 10 to 12 hours the entire conceptual understanding of these can be done. Where you should spend most time, demand and supply. Here basic level 12th level demand and supply understanding is also good enough. Similarly for market structures, national income you have to study from the point of view of calculations, what is included, what are the different ways of national income calculation. Here again if you're finding it a little confusing, different terminologies, you can spend a little more time as compared to demand and supply and market structures here. The classical and Keynesian approach determination of output and employment, again understanding the relationship between the two will be good enough. You don't have to become an expert or a graduate level study is not here required over here. Basic first year kind of a study of this topic would be good enough. The most important topic here would be this the demand and supply of money and the ISLM curve related to it. Inflation and Phillips curve is a very direct, simple topic. It can be covered in half an hour to 1 hour. Demand and supply, I will suggest you to spend a little more time, maybe up to 2 hours you can spend over here in understanding this particular topic. Balance of payments, relatively the terminology used here is more important rather than too much depth. So all the terminology related to balance of payments will be important for you to study. Foreign exchange markets is a kind of a repeated topic with the finance. So we did see this same as forex markets. Yeah, what will be different from what you study under finance and economics will be there. You're studying more about the markets and even the derivatives used there. Here you can also include understanding about the forex reserves and what all is included in it, right? Inflation is a topic again overlapping with finance, right? So here different types of inflation, core inflation, headline inflation, WPI, CPI, right? So similarly, what is explained in detail under the finance, like you can see here in finance, here they have elaborated even further. So this is the similar topic that you can study, and here inflation and Phillips curve, what we are studying is about the conceptual economic sense of inflation, like cost push inflation, demand pull inflation. So that's how the finance and the economic part differ, right? Monetary and fiscal policy will be a little more stressed here. Again, this is an overlap to some extent with the topic given under finance, and NBFC, as I stated, is here mentioned under economics, but when you are studying RBI regulator, a little bit of understanding can come here. So you can count these questions either as under economics or finance. If I look in the past, the type of questions that have come, they have come from demand and supply, market structures, employment and output theory, which is like the Keynesian and the classical theories, your national income, demand and supply for money, inflation, fiscal policy, monetary policy, and generic topics again which were in 2020. If I talk about the importance and the recurring topics that come again and again, demand and supply, this again can be very scoring. It's a conceptual simple class 12th topic which you can study in 1.5 to 2 hours. Get your concepts right, also practice some numericals. Once we have got numerical from this topic and from the national income topic. Now you don't need to get scared when you think about numerical. It's just application of the concept, and once you know that in place, what's the correlation between price and demand and price and supply, and also you have to apply that to come at a number. So these topics are very important, and these definitely have more importance. Now you may say, I am saying spending around 1.5 hours here, maybe another day of 1 to 2 hours over here. In national income you can spend another 2 hours, so in 10 to 12 hours we can complete this. But how do we go about? Now this you can go about by methodologically following the syllabus and picking up topics at a conceptual level. So in iExam B, we prepare that as compared to the syllabus. We prepare the topics in the same manner and we cover them in a very systematic manner in a what should follow the other in both the video formats, and these recorded videos are on an average 10 to 12 minutes and they will cover your entire conceptual understanding. These will be followed by conceptual check questions at the video level, so you can check at the video level whether you have understood the topic or not. You're also given very short crisp notes. Sometimes people see that and think these are very short notes, but that's the entire purpose. They are revision study notes that can be used for your revision and conceptual understanding, plus making extra points that you can add to your factual knowledge, and then you can test even at the chapter level through chapter test. You will also get section test for the entire finance question. So if I have to summarize your entire concepts and different types of practice, from concepts plus application plus different type of topic inspired questions we provide through chapter test, section test at different levels. So for your entire finance is covered in 50 crisp conceptual videos which will help you prepare 50% faster. PDF notes you can use to go through them, revise them, highlight key points, practice tests, and almost 800 questions for finance alone you will get, which include direct question, indirect question, numerical question for you to practice from. Similarly, for economics, you will find the entire concepts being covered in 59 videos, 43 notes to revise from, and you will get almost 28 tests covering 800 covered across various tests for you to practice. Now this is only for economics and finance that I have shown you. Overall, you can download the entire summary of this PDF, which will cover all the 6 subjects, whether it is accounts or costing or finance or economics or management or Companies Act, how it is covered, how much practice you will get. In all, you can very easily cover all these in very crisp format with a lot of practice, with more than 4,000 plus questions available to you for paper 2 alone. Of course, for paper 1, you have more questions to practice for on a regular basis. We also provide summaries for SEBI circulars, which will help you to go through the important topics, and we also discuss them for further clarifications in classes. So in addition to all this recorded content that you have, we also conduct on a daily basis live classes, which we've already started. I hope you have also started your preparation in line with the coming exam for SEBI Grade A. The notification is already out and further details will be out very, very soon. So you can download this entire summary and start your preparation. I hope you can now start and strategize your preparation for finance and economics well in a day-wise manner. Every day spending 1 to 2 hours will easily cover your entire content for finance and economics. If you give 1 to 2 hours every day for each of these, you can in the next 10 to 12 days cover the entire conceptual understanding. Thereafter, spend a lot of time on practicing recent developments that are taking place in the financial and the economic space in the country, and keep practicing different kinds of questions. So iExam is there to help you with the 50% faster preparation. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. If you have any other queries, you can always visit our website or call us on the number given on the screen, 920-5524-028. Wishing you all the best for your preparation.